a spoon, hold down. Cause it's soon gonna go. Just a little bit of that precious love.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sons and daughters, welcome to Tyler Graham and Boruff help you understand how to do Pro Tools. Now,
do you have children at Machinima?
we're not the on-air personalities. Let's just go into the training because they're going to get confused as to why we're doing this. So,
this is just my look.
When you come into the Pro Tools room and you want to do the VO, booth, nonsense, everybody else has been using Garageband. They've been going crazy for Garageband. GarageBand is a piece of garbage.
This is Pro Tools down here.
Pro Tools. You come in, you're going to click on that. Now the first window that pops up is the one you see right here, new session. Go ahead and highlight VO booth.
Got it.
Leave everything to defaults, and in here, just send this to the audio sessions folder. Just make sure it's there.
Documents, audio sessions.
There you go. Now go ahead and type in something memorable. Boruff. There we go. Hit save. When you first come into the program, you're going to notice two files sitting on the tracks. The idea behind these files are that they're negative 12 dB, so you can set up a comfortable monitoring level for hearing general audio. The idea being that after you've done that, whatever you record will sound correct.
Yeah, that's loud.
Okay, you can turn down that volume.
No, it sounds alright actually.
It's alright? Okay. Well, anybody who comes in here, you can turn down the volume on that on the monitoring levels on the M audio device. It's going to be the ones on the bottom left. Go ahead and hover over the top. That gives you the selection bar. With the selection bar, you can just select a portion, just like in Final Cut. Hover over the bottom. Turns into a hand, selects the whole thing. You can go ahead and delete that. Just get rid of all of it. Okay, now go ahead and click down the track a little bit.
Okay.
If you would like to get to the top end of the track, you're going to go ahead and hit enter. There you go. And yeah, the next step is going to be to record and enable some tracks. Record and enable the top track.
Got it.
Then record and enable the playhead.
Playhead.
Now if you hit shift, or excuse me, space.
They are blinking.
They are blinking. If you hit space.
Here we go.
Yay! We should see some levels there.
Whoa,
all right,
whoa,
good.
Whoa.
All right, we can go ahead and you can stop that. Now, what we're going to do is, for most people, this is all they'll want to do. They come in, they record a little bit, and they're done. So, to make this easier on yourself, go ahead and double-click on the track. Bottom part, sorry. There you go. Go ahead and give it a meaningful name.
Meaningful? Why does it have to be meaningful?
Well, it's just something so that they'll know what it is rather than just clean audio 03, so that in months from now when everyone's been recording VO tracks for Minecraft, no one's going to wonder what this random file is. That'll change it in this program, and it will also change it on the hard drive. Now, if you would like to highlight a specific file, as you notice it's not highlighted in the regions window, so go ahead and click on it in the main window there, Tyler. There you go. It's going to highlight it up there. Now all you got to do is right click and then export regions as files. Now leave this basically as you see it here. It should be AIF, multiple mono because we're recording in mono. Leave it to 16-bit, 48K because everybody here should be editing in 48K because that's what's good for YouTube. Click on the destination directory bit.
If they're not, they're an idiot, huh?
Oh God. So at this point, you can just pick out a place to send it to. My suggestion would be don't put it on the desktop unless you're okay with it being immediately deleted, because anything left on the desktop will be deleted.
So let's save it to our folder here.
Sure, you can do that. Additionally, in this, you can also see the shared folders, and the reason for the shared, on the left.
Oh, I gotcha.
The idea with that is that if a producer or someone wanted to send the file directly to their editor's computer, they could go out, find their hard drive, and just send it over to that.
Cool.
So yeah, go ahead and
we'll do Boruff though.
All right, go ahead and hit open. Now hit export. And that's that. For most of you, you'll be done. You'll be off running to the races. However, some people would like to do a little bit more of advanced steps. Anyone that cares to be a professional and not
I heard someone was gonna make a rap album in here.
I thought you were going to be working on Tyler Graham Mumbles the Blues. Wasn't that the whole
Well,
deal?
that's coming. That's forthcoming.
Okay, but yeah, Kale Anonymous was actually working on a rap album, and he's got a menorah out there right now. Kale Anonymous is playing the Family Guy game right now.
We're all waiting patiently.
So the more advanced shit that people are going to do is the first one is they're probably going to want to click to record and enable the talkback microphone. The idea with the talkback is that if someone puts on their headphones inside of the booth, you can talk to them through the microphone on the desk. That way you don't have to scream at them and yell through the wall. I understand some people like that, but you don't really need to.
Most people like it.
And, well, I'm just going to say you can also do it the right and professional way, and people will pat you on the back. So, you can go ahead and...
Boruff just promised that if you do that, he'll come and pat you on the back. So.
I will, but...
Although, I imagine a Boruff pat on the back is more like just hitting you with a club or something.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's pretty accurate.
All right.
So when most people come in,
more advanced things.
Yeah. So beyond the talkback system, some people will want to do an effect on their voice to either make it sound like a lady, to do some compressors on it to make it sound better. How that works is you just need to send the signal from this top track down to the effects track that will then go out this FX audio out, which is basically just another recording track. So to do that, you're going to highlight the output and change it to bus 1. That will send it down to FX aux track on bus 1, goes through these effects, then it goes down to bus 2. Bus 2 comes down to FX audio out, at which point it goes to out 1-2. So, the important thing to remember is most people will still have this record enabled from recording. Deselect that, record enable the bottom track, record and enable the playhead in case it became deselected. And a trick to not record too much is you just highlight the top audio file you want to output, then hold shift, and using the selection tool, click on the bottom track, and then hit space. And that should be sending through.
So what
Yep, that works.
what do you got going on this filter?
Okay, well the filters, let me stop that for a second. You can highlight them by clicking on their names. If you hit this other area, it brings up that and you don't want it, so just highlight their names.
So this is automatically in the VO booth.
I created these settings a while back
Preset.
for a specific person here, so everybody who works with these is probably going to want to come in and change it for their specific needs.
Okay.
So, the first one is the gate. Basically, it's going to take out any room noise. The second one is the compressor. Any peaks that get too high or too loud will be evened down so that everything's within the same general range. The de-esser is good because it takes out a lot of the sounds. The EQ is sort of just a general way to kind of smooth out certain people's voices so that if they have a lot of a high end, it's a little bit more bassy and vice versa, so it just sounds nice. The maximum setting down here, basically when you're playing it through, let me see if I can set that up to just go through. It's a way to sort of cram the entire dynamic range down into the -12 dB. The compressor should get everybody down correctly so that it doesn't sound too extreme. But just in case someone does something that's like a transient that's really loud, like a gunshot or hitting something, this should catch it. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we work at a technology.
That's true.
So in case anything like that happens, this should catch it. Again, now that you have the second track down here that you've created, all you got to do is double click on it.
All right.
And
reasonable name.
yeah, something that so you know it has an effect on it, or an effect on it. So like that, hit OK. And you can go through the whole process of exporting region as files, and that should be pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and quit this, and it's going to ask you to save. Go ahead and say yes, generally. The idea being that you want to make sure to save your work.
Sorry.
And that completes your Pro Tools training. Congratulations. You are now somewhat professional. There you go. So, if you have any questions out there in Machinima land, make sure to go ahead and send an email to prodtech@machinima.com. Some helpful notes are on the background desktop.
Does everybody get that handshake when they finish it?
I would be more than happy to, but considering the fact that you're a bunch of typhoid Marys every time you go on travel, I'm going to be walking around with Purell for the rest of the week. So, with that, everybody take pride in your work. You're all very talented. Hopefully by engaging Pro Tools, you can containerize that talent and skill and all the rich variety of voices you have into a format that won't make you sound like a tin can or a robot monster or anything else. So, well,
Unless that's what you want to sound like.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day, and
See you in hell.
Tyler Graham, 2014.
Oh, God.
I just want to start rocking out, Boruff.
I can't get no reaction, but I tried. Oh, I tried.